this episode, we get back on this thing, and it's out of the shop. We got exhaust and some other electronic stuff to deal with, and we'll go from there. So let's get started. So we got this thing back in the shop finally. We got to replace this line. See, so we tried getting the bucket bent all the way back over. She's definitely a little tweaked, just a little bit. We couldn't get this side to go back over inside, so I've got to cut the whole thing off and then remake the dumb attachment again. So that will be fun. But today we're getting back on death race. We're starting the exhaust over, so that's what we'll be doing. Alright, so here's the driver's side cat, what we cut off. This is the upper one, so this is the driver's side. We got the new piece in, the new bong. So this part's ready to go back in. We got to make this part what goes out and around the corner. We got 2 more bongs left. There's our oxygen sensors, what we need to put in. I've got an elbow. I got some extra piping from another exhaust. Definitely makes it easier having a pit. So, got the driver's side up and in. There's the other bong. What we got in. We got the straight pipe for here. It's gonna go over that one up there. So we were soaking the bolts on either end on this side, so we can get that to come loose. So we can finish this side. So this piece sits up in here, comes down and goes, and then turns 90. So those are the last 2 pieces we have to do, besides, you know, going out and then going up for the stacks. But we're not adding in the other 2 cats because this one, I think it's this one. Yep. See if I can get it. See it? It's all starting to fall apart. It makes a whole bunch of noise. It's broken. This one seemed like it was okay. So, but we're not going to add those in. And you can see, I mean, I was trying like hell to get this off. I bent this all to shit. So, this is why we're welding on new ones and everything. So, soon we'll have this all done. Probably take me another hour or 2 to finish up this side and this side over here. So, we'll get to that soon. Okay, so we got that one off. That one's giving me a bitch. And I just broke a socket. So I guess we grab another one. Alright, so we got that off. Had to add a little extra heat to it. Now we get that out. And attach that to that. And make this piece go from there to there. We'll connect to that. So we got some measurements to do, some more cutting and some welding. So hopefully we'll get that all back together. Alright, so we got that tacked in. Run over into that piece. My bolts are lining up. So that is good. So that just leaves this side into this cat. Because we're deleting the 2 cats because that one's broken. So I think that was part of my problem, that this bank was having more pressure because of this side breaking down for the driver's side. So I gotta go find a marker so I can put my other oxygen sensor bung here and weld it in, and then we'll do the other one on this side as well. So I get to take this back out, weld that whole section all the way around, drill the hole, and weld the bung in over there. And we'll have one more to do after this. Then we can charge the car, and hopefully this thing will run better. Alright, so we got this piece in. So now we just have to make our slip coupler piece here. So we got some more cutting and adjusting to do. I mean, this coupler is still kind of work. So we'll be able to put a clamp here, a clamp there, and then the clamp up there. The clamp for that one, and then the clamp for up there. So all we really have left to do is put the oxygen bung up top here for this one, and then the joint piece so it can slip on, because this unbolts. So hopefully here a little bit after this cools down, we'll get this all in. We should be able to start threading in our oxygen sensors and plugging everything in and running the wires. Hopefully. Because that one's like way the fuck up in there. It's like way, like, oh, it's like here on the top of it. And I couldn't get that one at all. That one was on top. That one was on top. That one's like way up in there. Couldn't get any of them, so fuck them. We put new ones in, and we're gonna go from there. If that doesn't work, this fucking motor's coming out, and we're gonna put a 351M in it, 4-wheel drive. All right, so we got both the cats all welded back up. We got all our oxygen sensor bongs in, top and bottom. So now we get to shove this all in, throw our oxygen sensors in, and plug everything up. So let's get these in. This is going to be passenger side, this is going to be driver side. Alright, oxygen sensors are in. Ready to put everything back in. This is definitely going to be a tight fit. Here we go. Sensors in. Piping is all in. Everybody is almost secure. We gotta add our clamps. But everything is pretty goddamn and good and solid. I don't even think I need to add the clamps. And for right now, I mean, it's just gonna be for testing. So I got clearance for that one. My lines are out of the way. That one is good. That one goes underneath the frame and up and over. So it's away from the exhaust. Same thing with this side. I mean, I've got what, 2-finger clearance between the shaft and the sensor. My wires are up and out of the way up there. So we're doing pretty good. So right now we're going to let the car charge. And we'll be back in a moment or two. Maybe an hour, give or take, on how long it's going to charge. When the glows are on. We got to clean up all our tools and everything. Air the car up. I'll show you the other cat. Because this one's like decent. But the other one is not. So she's been sitting here for a while. I think at least about a month. Because I've been gone. A whole bunch of shit happened. I'm not happy with the shit that has happened and my situation right now. But we really got to get this thing going. Get everything settled. Got a lot of shit to do. But hopefully in another hour we'll be able to start her up, take her outside, plug the code reader in her and stuff, make sure everything is working, and hopefully we have more power, because I think this was part of the problem. You know, besides having like probably bad sensors and shit. But that's not supposed to do that. So this cat is a little broken. Like, that side seems okay, but it's all burnt out in the corner there. And this thing's just shaking shit out of it. So that one's definitely broken. So that could have been part of the problem for it overheating and shit. So we'll find out shortly. And hopefully we'll get it started and let her warm up a little bit. We got to check our fluids. Because I definitely haven't checked anything in a while. Oh, and we got to fix the power steering line and put power steering fluid in it before I do take it out, because I have no fluid. Because that was the last thing what broke before we brought it in the shop for the last test. After the 4-wheel drive burnout. If you didn't see that one, go check it out. It's in my page. Okay, so let's see if this old girl will start. Oh, we're at 12, so I'm not really sure if she's even going to start. Oh, down to 10. Yeah, she's not going to start. All right. Let's figure that out. All right, I think it's going to start now. There we go. Well, that definitely sounds better. Turn the compressor back on. Definitely a little smoky. Sounds so much better. Definitely having fuel delivery issues, so might be something. I mean, it might be my injector still, might be just the delay between this and the sensors and shit. Or it could be this, because I got this on backwards. That's the only way it was going to clear the whole hood, but you can see where stuff is rubbing on the hood. It touches here and here and here. We'll let her warm up here for a bit. And I guess we'll take it out after the air ride system is fully complete. I'll definitely have to step out because it's getting smoky in here. So we'll get this door open. We'll let that charge. And we'll pull her out. Alright, so we took it around the block real quick for a test drive. So we came back. We turned this around so it faces forward like it was originally. I guess it does make a difference, so let's find out. See if she starts better, doesn't hesitate, doesn't do all that shit it's been doing. It should do better. But it's just convenience to have it backwards. But if that was the problem, I'll be surprised. Well, it didn't stall on its face almost. Definitely doing better. Because before it was just kicking down to like 0 and shutting off. It does sound good. It sounds much better now. Yeah, I think that was one of the problems besides the cat. Alright, so we're going to let her cool down. We're going to take that fan out. That one stopped working. We'll replace it with one of the black ones. So we'll get one of those. pull that out, I've got new clips, so we'll cut these out, pull the one off, plug the other one back in, and hopefully this will keep the car cooler, because having one of these fans down sucks. Alright, so we've got the new black fan in, and it's pushing hot air out, so that's good. This is pushing air out. See if she overheats. Hopefully that fixes the problem. So that fixed the one problem, the exhaust fixed the other problem. So shortly here we'll take it back out for a test drive, or see if it'll even do a burnout. God knows if it is yet. And we still have a lot of other work to do. We've got to replace the blinker system again in the column, because that went out. So, but your lights don't want to blink unless you go clickety clickety. It won't do it automatically anymore. Sounds pretty good so far. See if we're bubbling. We still got fluid in there, so nobody's gargling yet, so we're doing good so far. Pulled our mirror back out. There we go. Hose. Check our transmission fluid. It says at the line. Run it in again. Yeah. There's the line. That's okay. Definitely pushing out the hot air, so that is good. What our gauge did. Ow. Ow. That was my elbow. It's going up a little bit. She's in a range where she needs to be. Just let it be for a bit. We'll see where it goes. Well, she didn't overheat, so that's a good thing. Looks like the fan is working, so I think we should do the next test. Well, she's definitely running better, so definitely got a lot more work to do with her. Definitely got to go through the brakes, get them done, and then get some other stuff done, and hopefully we can go get it inspected after a couple more parts come in. So stay tuned until next time. Like, subscribe, share. Death Rates out.